Hello friends, welcome to our channel No Nuggets, means nuggets of knowledge, a place where you will gain knowledge. In our today's session, we will cover parties to insurance and policy document. So far in our videos, we have covered what is an insurance policy, what are various principles of insurance, types of insurance policies. So today let's see what are the parties to insurance and what is a policy document. And just to recap, an insurance policy is a legal agreement between the insurance company, that is the insurer, and the insured business or the entity. Okay, so keep in mind about insurance policy. If you still want to learn more about insurance policy, the link is above at the top right. Please click on the link and have a look at our video about insurance policy. So let's begin. Here we will understand what are the parties to insurance contract. So the first one is insured. The person whose life, health or property is subject matter of the insurance contract. This means an insured is a person who requires insurance and whose life, property is at risk. In other words, he is the subject matter of insurance contract. The second one is policy owner or policy holder. It's a person who owns the contract and can exercise all rights under the policy. So he's a person who actually owns the insurance contract. Okay. The third one is the insurer. Now an insurer is the insurance company who provides the insurance coverage to the insured. It is the insurance company that has accepted the proposal, issues the policy, and promised to indemnify based upon the condition agreed upon. Indemnify is a principle of insurance. You can have a look at our video on principles of insurance. Link is there at the top right corner to understand what the indemnification is. Insurer is the person who, or is a company who provides insurance and who promise to indemnify. So insure buy the insurance, an insurer sells the insurance, and insured pays the premium to the insurer, and insurer indemnifies in case of financial loss to insured. So I hope you understand these three terms: insured, policy owner, and insurer. Now let me ask you a question. An organization takes a personal accident coverage for all employees working from an insurance company. So in this example, who is insured, who is policy owner, and who is the insurer? Yes, in this case, employees are the insured, company or the organization is the policy owner, and the company or the insurance provider is the insurer. So I hope you understand. Sometimes people get confused between insured and policy owner. In most of the cases it's the same, but when an organization takes it for whole group of employees, it is different. Okay, so now reading your policy allows you to ensure that it meets your needs, right? So it is important for you to understand what is there in your policy. And the policy is nothing but an insurance contract, as we just referred earlier. So if you understand your insurance company's responsibilities in the event of a loss through this document, then it will make it easier for you to understand what is covered right? What exclusions are there and what conditions must be met in order for the coverage to apply when a loss occurs. So let's understand what are the various components of an insurance contract or a policy document. The very first one is the declarations, or we call it as dec page as well. So the declaration page is typically the first section of the policy, and it specifies who is insured, what risks or properties are covered, what are the various policy limits or coverages, and the duration of the policy, that is the time in the policy is in force. For example, it will include the description of the vehicle covered, right? Make, model, VIN number, the name of the policy, the name of the person insured, the premium amount, and the deductible. So our automobile policy insurance will include all these items. Now similarly, the deck page of a life insurance policy will include the name of the insured as well as the face amount of the policy, right? So declaration page is the very first page which gives you more details about what is covered, what is your premium, what are various coverages, and who are the person who is insured, what are the properties. So all this is in the declarations page. Now let's understand what is the second section, that is the insuring agreement. So insuring agreement summarizes the insurance company's major promises and specifies what is covered. The insurer agrees to do things like pay losses for the covered perils, provide certain services, or defend the insured in a liability lawsuit in the insuring agreement. So it usually contains named perils and open perils. Now if you want to understand about perils, the link is given at the top. Please go through that video to understand about perils. After insuring agreement comes exclusions. Now the exclusions limit the coverage provided by the insuring agreement. There are three types of exclusions. One is excluded perils or cause of loss, losses that are not included, and excluded asset. So flood, earthquake, these are the examples of excluded perils or causes of loss. Usually you won't get these. These are the exclusions. Then under a homeowner's policy. Then damage due to wear and tear is a common example of an excluded loss under the automobile policy. And personal property such as automobile, pet, airplane are examples of excluded assets in a homeowner's policy, right? So homeowners does not cover your automobile that you owe, right? Or maybe an airplane that you owe. Okay, so that's exclusions part. And then the conditions. Conditions are the clauses included in the policy that qualify or limit the insurer's promise to pay or perform. These are the provisions of an insurance policy which state either the rights or duties of the insured or the rights and duties of the insurer. Right, the insurer may deny the claim if the policy conditions are not met. So I hope you understand all the four different sections. There may be some other sections that may be available, like definitions. Most policies have definition section which defines specific terms used in the policy, and it may be a standalone section or part of another section. In order to understand the terms and used in the policy, it is important to read this section of definitions. Then endorsements and riders are other provisions that are written in the policy. These are the written provisions that that provides what are the various modifications that are done by the insurance company, right, in order to provide a better coverage to the insurer. So endorsements and riders section may be there in the policy. Now let's see some examples or samples of insurance policies. So here is one sample, and as we have covered just above, this is a deck page. Now if you see, it covers the named insured, right, the policy number. It is an automobile policy deck page, so you will see the drivers which are listed. Now if you see the name insured and drivers listed, right, then description of vehicles, right, which are covered under the policy, and you see policy period as well there, right. Then there are what are the all coverages, what are their limits or deductibles, and what is the premium that is being charged for those coverages is there. And also if there are any endorsements, then the forms that are attached are covered under number 11. If you see, is the form numbers that are attached to the policy. So this is the deck page, and after deck page you will have insuring agreement, which will talk about that insurer will do this in case of this, insured will do this in case of this, and all those things, all those usual language will be there. And then you have the exclusions. If there are certain exclusions, it will be put there, and the conditions will be there. So this is one sample. Another sample is of homeowners. So if you see, this is a homeowners policy deck page, and it is the page 1 of that policy. And you will find here the policy period is there, right? Then the customer name, address, zip code is the one where name insured and address can be put in. And then you will see here what are all coverages are there, and what are their limits of liabilities, or if those are liabilities, so what are those, and then the premiums are available. And if you see, there is additional coverage in credit section. So usually homeowners policy provide a lot of coverages, additional coverages, which are already included in the package. But you can opt for certain coverages which are optional, and if you go for those coverages, then you will be charged some premium for that. Okay, and you must find, and you may be seeing this mortgagee section over there. So usually, because home is a home loan might exist on the homeowners policy, so the bank who is providing that loan is also a party in the insurance policy, right? So this is the homeowners policy deck page, and behind that you will see certain agreements. Then what are the exclusions? It is a homeowner policy, so insuring agreement will contain the name perils or open perils based on what the selection you have chosen, and all those things. So I hope it gives you a brief idea about what an insurance policy looks like, what is the deck page, what it contains, what are various sections of the policy, right, of the policy document. So I think this video will be helpful for you to understand about the policy document and various parties and how these are involved here. So I hope you like this video and gain knowledge. Please like and subscribe our channel, and watch out for more videos like this to gain knowledge. Thank you.